Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is me, Rangan, and this is Akash Roy, and we bring you episode 3 of the world's finest podcast. Hey Akash, what's up, man?
Yeah, everything is good so far. How are you, man?
I'm good. We're doing this podcast after a long time.
Yes, we thought to only cover the huge shows, and as it seems that we have Raw 25 on our hands tonight.
Yeah, Raw 25. Okay, first impressions.
I thought it was pretty good, considering it as a Raw episode. But then again, the people who bought tickets for the Manhattan Center were left out.
Yeah,
and
that's
they
true.
have their reasons to hate it.
True. Exactly true. On the other news, Akash, we have the realest guy in the room fired.
Yeah, that thing shook me up a little bit, because not a little bit, to a major extent, because uh, during 2012 to 2015 I kind of left. I lost my interest in professional wrestling, basically because whatever WWE was showing at that time, and I left watching it for quite a long time. And then suddenly, when one day I was changing the channel and I saw the debut of Enzo and Cass, and that the way Enzo delivers his promos, that thing got me back into wrestling, and again I started watching WWE. But the man who brought me into this wrestling world again is now guilty of committing a terrible crime, which I never ever expected him to do.
It's like, do you think that he actually did it? I mean, the thing actually came all of a sudden out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden he was accused of all of this. Do you think that this is true based on her story?
I wouldn't think anyone would lie at this point, because considering it as in the case of Enzo is a flamboyant personality. He doesn't build up a gimmick. He is what he is, right? And judging from that fact, I don't think the whole story is a fantasy kind of a thing. I think he will be guilty to some extent, if not the whole part. But he has done something, because he is over proud with his achievements. I think the guy is over his edge.
You know what? I totally agree, because one thing, he's actually banned from the locker room. He was banned from the active locker room, and he was being annoying and stuff like that. So he has his own personality.
He is, man. He is. He's not that good of a wrestler. He is not a wrestler at all.
Yeah.
Triple H met him in a gym and saw that this guy is a smack talker and Skywalker. So that exactly is the thing that he does inside the ring. So pretty much it.
Right.
He's a charming personality, but the thing that has come up against him, the allegations, if those are true, it will be a major heartbreak, not only for us, but for the wrestling fans as well, because
that's true.
We loved it.
Yeah, that's true. But let's move on to yesterday's event.
Okay, so whose idea was this to broadcast it from two venues?
Vince McMahon, of course.
Why? Actually, if you don't have, I think the show would have been much better.
Yeah.
If it was pre-taped.
The Manhattan Center was so pissed off with this.
I felt that the entire scenario of the Manhattan Center should have been pre-taped, and only the Barclays Center should have been live.
True. This was also an opportunity to debut some sort of a brand new stage design for the show.
Yeah, they went full old school. That was cool.
No, I mean for the Barclays Center was totally same. So
Yeah, yeah.
That was
That was unnecessary. I mean, it was 25 years, so bring out some props or something.
yeah, that's true. Like, of course, like even pyros were not there for this event. For an illustrious event like this, you need to have at least a bit of pyro stuff going on, you know?
Yeah, there was not at all pyrotechnics. They should have brought back the pyrotechnics
For one night only.
for one night only. Exactly.
Well, okay, before the show actually started, what were your expectations?
I expected a bit. Okay, the superstars that were invited for this one particular show, the
Yeah.
list was enormous. I didn't think that they would give proper time to each and every one of them,
Yeah.
and I knew for a fact that the thing with Stone Cold and Farouk will be same as always. Stone Cold will deliver stunners, and Farouk will say, "Damn, that was predictable."
Yeah.
APA will reform because Bradshaw, as a standalone performer, doesn't have a major screen time in this kind of shows. DX, pretty much as expected.
That's true.
So, and Undertaker will come out and give his typical Undertaker promo. So
Yeah.
these things were well predicted, and also Boogeyman, because we know how thing goes with that creepy dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I expected bit much more from Chris Jericho.
Yeah, me too.
The guy fought the best wrestler on the planet, and you just treat him with a backstage promo with Elias.
Of all
I mean,
people.
Chris Jericho is so much better than this. And that man, let me tell you one thing. That man is a savage because he was wearing the Alpha Club T-shirt.
Yeah,
in
he
his
doesn't
promo.
give a damn. He doesn't give a damn.
That was so funny. I mean, I just lost my mind that Vince even neglected this thing.
I think he doesn't know what the Wrestle Kingdom 12 was.
Okay, why was Raw so significant? Why was it the longest running weekly episodic television show
Because
in history? Because of the Monday Night Wars, right?
technically it was established first, like before SmackDown, but
Not that. I'm talking about the significance, the prestige that it has.
okay, Raw has been
That-
running since like I don't know, 3 decades now. I guess.
Yeah, and Raw would be a regular kind of show like SmackDown, Velocity, and whatever that was running at that time. But it stood out just because of those Monday Night Wars with WCW because they had tough competitions. Each brand pulled out their superstars, their storylines to get a grip on the audience.
Actually, SmackDown was started at 1998 or 1999, but Raw was there since 1990 till 1990 till now. So that's like a huge difference over there, like 10 years of difference.
Yeah,
So-
but with my point, I am going to one particular point that the whole significance that we claim that Vince McMahon is a visionary, he is a brilliant booker, right? Just for the fact because there was one Eric Bischoff on the other side of the road.
yeah. Eric
and that
Bischoff was a genius. I'm gonna tell
He,
you.
he was just brilliant. I mean, whatever he did with WCW,
NWO,
that
that
was-
whole thing about the NWO and everything else, like
that was so innovative at that point of time because everybody, the Bullet Club, everybody copies what NW stood for.
yep.
And that man only got the pre-show. He came out with John Laurinaitis, who wasn't a great general manager, although when he was the general manager, some cool things happened in Raw.
People power.
Yes. And again, William Regal, who who is the most underrated good wrestler of all time.
Yeah, exactly. He was a brawler back in his WCW days, but in WWE he was like so toned
We
down.
expected so much more from Eric Bischoff yesterday.
I
And
told you, right? Like, I want Eric Bischoff to be a general manager for one night only. Is that too much to ask?
Not at all, man. Judging by his caliber, even for a year I wouldn't mind. Even for a decade I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Guys like Paul Heyman, they are natural talents of this industry.
Exactly.
Even I like Jonathan Coachman.
Yeah, I was so delighted to see him, I swear.
He's funny.
Of course.
He understands the concept. I mean, he makes wrestling entertained.
He joined in 1998 and he was here since, I think he was here till 2008 or 2009, but then he left. And I swear to God, the comedy part was gone.
Here's a personal opinion though. I don't think Kurt Angle or Mick Foley has the caliber to match these great personalities as Raw GMs because they seem dull and overscripted.
That's true. That's true.
So again, Eric Bischoff doesn't get the time, and for some apparent reason, Daniel Bryan comes out, who is the SmackDown general manager.
Yeah, why did he come out? Like,
I have no reason, and then the Miz comes out, and they have a stare at each other.
I mean, is that something like throwback to their NXT days when,
Whatever TV, it was unneeded and uncalled for.
That's true. I agree.
Then I understand that the whole APA segment was done just to fill some familiar faces and give them 1 or 2 minute time, like MVP. Who noticed MVP apart from us?
Exactly. I mean, of course, actual wrestling fans saw him, but then at the same time, those who are totally new, they first of all did not know who MVP was, and then they did not know who Brother Love was.
Plus MVP got a makeover. He didn't look like the
old MVP. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Then the APA table was, that was not good. I mean, that was something happening throughout the show, but nobody was interested. Apart from the $1 Million Man cameo, I wasn't interested in that at all.
Me neither. Seriously.
And that booked the match for the night. This is Raw 25. You give special matches to special people. Why can't they make this Heath Slater versus Titus O'Neil match in the Manhattan Center as a filler for the audience? I mean, they paid for it, right?
Exactly.
That match shouldn't have got enough TV time. But as you said, one thing that you said really touched my heart, that they should have got the 3 teams that were in the first TLC 1 and TLC 2.
Of course. I mean, Hardy Boys were there, Dudley Boys were there, Christian was there, Edge was not there.
Yeah, but I mean, with all of them, excluding Edge, you could have still put on something interesting.
Yeah, like suppose, okay, you know that Peep Show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Horrible.
Okay, what if instead of Seth Rollins and, what's his name again? Yeah, Jason Jordan. I don't even remember his name. He sucks so bad. What I was saying was, what if Christian invited the Hardys and the Dudleys? I mean, that would have been the best Peep Show ever.
Of course, there was no need for Seth Rollins and the Bar to brawl in middle of a segment.
I mean, Jason Jordan got booed like hell.
Christian is always underappreciated in this company. If you consider the majority of the wrestling fans started watching TNA because Christian went to TNA as Christian Cage, and instantly he was given the NWA title. He
Yeah.
was an asset to other companies, other promotions, but WWE, despite he was champion several times, despite all his efforts and work, WWE never credited him much. Even in his, even yesterday, in his peep show, he didn't get any exposure.
Exactly. Even okay, first of all, I was surprised to see him over there. I thought he will be like he will have some other plans, like Edge is out of the country, so he might have other plans. So I was really surprised to see him there.
Don't you feel that the part where Jonathan Coachman, Teddy Long, Brother Love, Boogeyman came, that was too rushed?
Yeah, that was too rushed. Like with the background stuff, the background music and everything else. I'm like, what the hell? Like, why would you put a background music over there? I mean, let it be a segment, a normal segment. Like if you
I laughed so hard when like there was a knock on the door, and the next moment Teddy Long jumps in front of the camera. I mean, what the hell was that? With the music, holla holla holla, player. That was funny as hell.
I think okay, Teddy Long was a Raw general manager when? I don't
He was a
remember.
SmackDown general manager, making all those tag team matchups.
Yeah, he should have made a tag team match then. Like,
He always does.
yeah,
But yeah, I love that man.
yeah.
Anyways, so and Boogeyman's suspense get cuts off. I mean, Boogeyman was the person who used to put some insane backstage promos. Remember the one with John Cena? He opens a door, Boogeyman is standing there,
And then
smashes
he's
the block on his head.
yeah. Johnson is so
Yesterday-
weird out.
Yesterday, with his music, they gave it all away. They took away the element of the surprise.
But yeah, that's true. But he and Teddy Long, then Jonathan Coachman and Brother Love, they got like huge pops.
Of course, man. Okay, now I would like to hear one opinion from you. That do you feel that WWE from time to time again now, judging from the time when Kelly used to wrestle, I'm talking from that particular time period to now, I think there has been a hypocrisy running throughout this time, because once they claim that there is a women's revolution in wrestling, which is true because the women who fight now are capable of pulling a 5-star match
Yes.
any day
Yep.
if given proper time and storylines.
Yeah.
But then again for some months they run low, because in NXT Ember Moon will put up a huge match, but same in the main roster there will be a tag team match with Bayley and Sasha Banks versus same repetitive opponents.
Okay,
And
how many
yesterday,
times?
I
How many
feel
times did you
bad.
see the same women's match for like weeks?
Exactly, it's the same way as in the Cruiserweight Cruiser 205 Live.
Yeah. What were you saying again?
I was saying that, don't you feel that they claim that we are making first ever Women's Royal Rumble, first ever Hell in a Cell. They give so much importance to the women's wrestler, but yesterday they put everyone on the roster in a stupid in a stupid 4 versus 4 tag team match. I think that was a disrespect to the women wrestlers.
Yeah, like you're making the same freaking match every week just to show the people. It's like the women's revolution is now a joke. Because first of all, it was supposed to be, important. It was supposed to be huge. But then you have these same freaking matches every week, both in Raw and SmackDown. I mean, what happened to Becky Lynch becoming, what happened to her women's championship hunt? Like she was supposed to face Charlotte.
I think Charlotte is a great performer. She deserves the championship, but Becky Lynch deserves it a bit more because we know she comes from nothing. From a scratch, she had built whatever she is. And Charlotte is already the nature boy's daughter, she will have a spotlight on her. That's what I am saying.
Yep.
Becky deserves spotlight. Deserves a few months at least with the title, because the title is not that prestigious. They can give it to her because that doesn't make you a top guy anymore, right?
Nope. I mean,
In the
I love
women's
her.
division,
I
nothing
love
matters.
her. I freaking love Becky Lynch. But here's the thing. I told you in the previous
Irish
podcast.
people, I get it.
I mean-
I get it. I have got used to that.
I swear
Then
to God.
again, I was so happy. Now let's talk about the plus points.
Yeah.
Stone Cold promo, it was good.
He didn't talk.
He didn't talk. He just stunned people.
He just captivated the whole arena without speaking. I mean, how powerful is he?
Okay, let's do something cool. I will talk about a plus, pro, and a con, and you just kind of elaborate those moments.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Stone Cold didn't talk, but he gave stunners to both the McMahons. And Shane got up, drank a beer again, despite getting stunned. What kind of kayfabe is that?
Well, this happened so many times in the past, like when Stone Cold came back. If you remember Raw 15th anniversary, do you remember that? It was in 2008, I guess? 2008 or 2000? No, it was 2007.
I remember the stunners only.
Yes, that's the thing. Vince McMahon, he stood up and he got stunned like 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row. That's classic McMahon for you.
How does he do that? How does he take bumps? He's not a wrestler.
Well, he still works out, so he's still fit, so.
Okay, that was one thing. The second one is what was Charlotte and Alexa Bliss were trying to prove, because we already saw in Survivor Series Charlotte won against Alexa Bliss.
Here's the
So
thing.
this promo,
What they were trying to do was, make... Okay, Alexa is really short. I have no problem with that. No one should have a problem with that. She's cute. She's freaking amazing. But here's the thing. I think they were trying to, make fun of her height. Like, Charlotte was like towering over her. She was just saying like, yeah, exactly.
I felt that too. I felt the exact same thing yesterday. Glad you mentioned it now, because the camera angle was so bad that Charlotte was looking like the
Giant, I guess. Braun Strowman.
building. Charlotte was, I think she was wearing heels also, because she looked so tall, and Alexa was barely making to the center half of the screen, and it looked so bad. They were trying to undermine her.
Here's the thing, yeah, of course. Here's the thing. I've seen Charlotte in so many promos, all these interviews and stuff like that. She was never, like, taller than that Raw screen, That screen which showed the Raw logo.
Intentionally made to look her taller, man. That was major disrespect to Alexa.
Exactly, and I'm like, dude, what the hell?
Don't do this kind of silly moves with the champion, because doesn't matter who is the better wrestler, but they are the respective champions of their brand. So this made no sense, and Ric Flair coming in the middle and claiming her daughter is the best was too cliche.
True.
Now again, one pro that Miz won.
No, wait. Charlotte's segment. Ric Flair came, as usual.
So after that, Miz versus Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental Championship, the only match of the night which was a championship match.
Yeah.
And Miz won, thankfully, because Roman was acting as a placeholder while Miz was completing his movie. So this was pretty much expected. But the way he pulled up the turnbuckle, ripped it up open, that is the thing that makes Miz such a brilliant and underappreciated wrestler.
He's a heel, so he's supposed to do that,
I know, but how many
His
of the times
tactics.
have you seen someone rip the middle turnbuckle? I've seen the top couple of times, but
He
I
has
mean
strategy. He has his own
the
strategy.
commentators also didn't notice that. Did you know that?
I heard it. I heard them.
It was, and as Raw commentators team stay away from the stage, they had no view of it,
That's true.
and they were surprised what happened to Romans, why he's selling, and suddenly they show a flashback, the replay, and that's the brilliant element of Miz. And Miz won, and as soon as he wins, he goes to the other arena because people were merciless over that Manhattan Center because they don't have huge screens to watch Raw. What is happening in the Barclays Center? And let's face it, the Manhattan Center had nothing for the night.
Yeah. It had two cruiserweight, then two promos, one match. No, wait, two matches.
Two
One,
matches.
yeah.
Bray Wyatt versus Matt Hardy, which was, I think, a very short match,
Yeah, that's true.
5 minutes or so.
That's true.
Undertaker promo was not that great because he didn't give out anything, whether he's retiring or he will face someone in the WrestleMania. So that keeps his window open for the WrestleMania.
Yeah. I think during Undertaker's promo, I wish Sting could come, you know? Sting could just have a stare down with The Undertaker. That would have been cool.
He
Or,
would have got. Yeah.
you know, back in the WCW, like, after Sting started to, you know, leave the NWO, he used to come in from the ceiling.
Rafter.
Yes, from the rafter. He could have done that. I mean, it would be a surprise, you know?
I mean, let's face it, Undertaker is over. He has done so much for this company, and his streak doesn't mean so much more now that he has lost 2 matches. So
Yeah.
it's not untouchable. So now you can make great promos with him and Sting because they both are not wrestling anymore. So make that angle, make it happen because everyone wants a stare down between these two from so long.
True.
Now they are in the same company. At least a stare down will do well, and the Manhattan people will lose their money, lose their shit. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to see a stare down of these two legends?
True. Well, what can he do? That's his. I think Vince McMahon did everything like this. I mean, Sting was actually advertised for the event.
Again, one thing, Miz made it back to the Manhattan Center because the people were booing over there.
True.
This is a workhorse. This person deserves so much more. So major respect, and I hope he brings more prestige to the IC title.
He has. He actually has.
I mean more because the standard of the IC title has remained so high for so long. Then it deteriorated to such a grave that Miz has pulled it back to the glory days. But I want it to be more prominent, you know, like NJPW Intercontinental Championship.
Oh hell yeah! Like
Then again,
Darshan said actually told
Elias,
us, yeah.
yeah.
The Darshan said told us that it's more prestigious than the WWE's version of the Intercontinental Championship.
Of course, man. Then Elias comes out, has a promo with John Cena of all people again.
We saw that promo like 2 weeks ago. No, 3 weeks ago. New Year.
3 to 4 weeks ago, we saw that same segment.
Ugh, how many times
John
are they
Cena
going to do this?
being clean. Why again?
Seriously.
The funniest promo, the funniest segment of the night was the Mark Henry's one.
Oh yeah, it was nice to see Mark Henry actually.
He thought Godfather's wife to be oh my god, that was so funny.
He was trying to be
many of-
sexual chocolate.
Yeah, how many of the people understood that reference?
I think everyone in Manhattan Center, but no one in the Barclays. Because to be honest, just see this. When the Dudley Boys came back in the same freaking arena, okay, in the Barclays Center, not yesterday, but 2 years ago, when they actually came back.
The Dudley Boys should have been in the Manhattan Center because it's their home.
Exactly.
They have had so many matches there. They slammed Dixie Carter through a table.
Exactly.
They did the ECW stuffs. That was their center. They took them away from there, and they just sabotaged with Heath Slater of all people again.
But it was nice to see them, with Rhino,
Rhino just shoved Heath Slater for no reason.
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, I think you're absolutely right about the whole thing. I mean, Dudley Boys should have been in the Manhattan Center instead. Because, yeah, ECW was there. It moved from New York to Philadelphia to back to New York and all that. It was just, changing all the time. But then I have seen, like, so much of Dudley Boys in the Manhattan Center. I mean, them putting Rob Van Dam through 2 tables with the help of Spike. I mean, holy shit, I swear to God.
Spike Dudley, man, I miss that dude. I miss Spike Dudley.
Where is he now?
I have no idea. I've seen him last in the 2007 SmackDown vs. Raw game.
I mean, yeah,
anyway,
I saw him in TNA. You remember the time when Team 3D put Dixie Carter through the table? He came back around that time. I don't remember what was his role. I think he aided the Team 3D. I love the name Team 3D. I mean, I swear to God, it has so much creativity in it.
It's great. I mean, it's great. The chemistry between these two wrestlers is phenomenal, and they haven't broke up like for a longer period of time, like other tag teams did, and they competed for singles run. These two always got back together.
Hell yeah, man! These two, I think they started the wrestling thing together, like Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys. Who else? There was so much more. Enzo and Cass, I guess.
Again, yeah, and I think Bubba could have been a great singles runs competitor, but I can't say the same for Devon. Devon had his heart and soul to this team.
Hell yeah.
He was born for this.
Back
because
in SmackDown.
He was born to bring the tables.
That's true. Do you remember back in 2003 or 2002? When did Dudley Boys break up? Yeah, I think it was 2002. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The very first WWE draft, Dudley Boys actually got broken up. Ric Flair, I think he took Devon, and Vince McMahon he took Bubba Ray, and since then, like, they broke up. And
Devon used to be a preacher, right?
Yes. He had that one singles gimmick. One. But in TNA...
Yes, I remember.
Okay, yeah, of course, yeah. But in TNA, when he was, in a singles run, he did not have that preacher sort of thing, He just had, like, normal. He was Team 3D as well. He was like a normal wrestler. No gimmick.
And I think Devon is one of the wrestlers who plays himself in every match, if allowed.
Yep.
Have you seen his forehead?
I've seen. Holy shit.
He has so many cut marks.
Have you seen the forehead of what's his name again? New Jack. I swear to God. New Jack from ECW. Holy shit. His forehead is destroyed, I swear. These
I mean,
people, I mean, I swear to God.
oh, the guys from ECW, they're crazy. Except from Rob Van Dam, everybody bled to their death in every one of the matches. Sandman, Sabu.
Sabu did not bleed that much, you know? Unlike
But
Sandman.
that dude was on fire. That dude was.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
dude.
he did
Oh
crazy
my
stuff.
God. Oh my God. Yes. You remember Terry Funk? He set Cactus Jack on fire once.
I know, man. So why I am going back to ECW? Because Manhattan Center was the core for ECW. The first time I ever saw, and let me be honest, the first ever I saw ECW thing was in WWE. It was too late because the original ECW was over. But still, the match between John Cena and RVD in Manhattan Center.
You should see the older ones from 90s. Holy shit.
No, I saw them, but I am talking about my early introduction to wrestling.
Okay.
Then I saw, I mean, this crowd was crazy.
Oh, of course. They're more than that, man. They're more than crazy, you know? They're insane.
And yesterday, you pissed those fans off.
Yep.
the hardcore fans.
I mean,
You,
what can I say, I swear?
I still think that if the Manhattan Center segment was, taped, it would have been such a great show. 2 hours live from the Barclays Center. Rest of the show, you tape it and show it. Because taping is not such a bad idea if you have a very big show to cover. And so many of the blast from the past segments. What was Mean Gene Okerlund doing?
Interviewing
Spoke one
AJ Styles. Yeah, he just spoke one line. And AJ
Rest
Styles,
AJ
AJ Styles just did that Hulk Hogan gimmick. Let me tell you something, brother.
Mean Gene, man. Okay, again.
Mean
in
Gene,
the DX match,
Mean Gene is always a win. Let me tell you that. The way he just speaks, I love it. But
Yeah.
dude, he looks so old, you know.
he looked old. He looked pale. He looked whiter than usual.
The last time I saw him, when was it?
He was okay.
Yeah,
He
last time he was
last time we
okay.
saw him. I felt that too. He felt pale.
Damn.
Rose kind of a feeling.
And
around
I,
him.
and the more AJ was speaking, I was like, Mean Gene has no idea what the hell AJ is talking about.
He seemed lost. The dude clearly doesn't follow WWE anymore on a regular basis. Who is Sami Zayn?
Yeah.
Who is he talking about? he seemed lost. Get this man a Google map.
Exactly. Oh my god. Or maybe Suplex City Map, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then again, okay, now
Next
another
match.
thing I would be disappointed if WWE does this because yesterday they showed that the Click DX whatever Click/DX/New Age Outlaws they all passed the torch to the Balor Club, and if they again mess this up, the team of Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and Finn Balor, if they don't get any opportunities in 2018, I'm going to be disappointed as hell.
Yeah.
Because yesterday they literally showed that they were passing the torch to them.
Why do I feel like Finn Balor will win the Royal Rumble? Hear me out. Hear me out. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson will headline, no, not headline, but be in WrestleMania, fighting for the World Tag Team titles, and Finn Balor facing either Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. And if Balor Club wins that night, imagine what the fuck would happen.
It would be so great for these guys because Balor deserves the title one more time because he messed up big time with that injury.
Yeah, it was not even his, it was no one's fault. It was not even Seth Rollins' fault.
He gave a good match.
The match was so good. And here's what pisses me off. The fans. Like, that night in SummerSlam, WWE Universal title was revealed. Okay, fine. Fine, the design looks same as the WWE Championship. fine. Leave it behind. Look at the match. For fuck's sake, look at the match, not the title. And all night, not all night, like only the match, they were booing. They were booing. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, I think they didn't understand the concept that after the brand split, they were trying to make equivalent titles for both the shows.
Most people were like they were like expecting the World Heavyweight Championship to come back. I'm like, okay, or maybe you can just introduce something else. But
yes, and the title wouldn't look so bad if it wasn't around Brock's waist all the time. If it had circulated quite a few times, it would find its significance, because the title doesn't matter, the title holders matter, the prestige matters.
exactly.
And there has been two people to hold that title. Three people, 3 to 4. Kevin Owens, Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, Finn Balor for one night.
No one
That match
else?
would be great. Triple threat, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, both the powerhouses, good workers in the main events, both of them, versus Demon King.
Oh, yes.
Great match.
Why not
We
Braun
can-
Strowman?
He would look strong in the match. Balor would look strong, not this Balor, of course. The Demon King would look strong, and Brock, as dominant as he is, would be great.
Of course.
Let's make this better. Let's give Braun an opportunity.
Yeah.
Fatal 4-way.
I just want him to, win the Universal Championship.
Exactly. He has been dominant for so long, and he has won nothing.
I just find it weird. Like, why not? I mean, Kane won his first title after like 1 year or 2 years, but fucking Braun has been here for 3 years now.
Yeah, man. From a rosebud to this prominent rise, he deserved a title.
He was a rosebud. I saw a photo of him as a rosebud, and I was what?
So funny.
I know. He looked like he looked like a big baby.
Oh man. Okay. Again, what did you think? How they felicitated the women wrestlers? Same thing as the general manager. They came out, they waved at the audience, they went back, and Kelly was unrecognizable.
Yeah, she changed so much.
I follow her on Instagram, and sometimes I can't believe this is Kelly because she looked so pretty and so good back in the day, and now she looks entirely like a different person altogether.
Have you seen that she's been hitting the gym almost every day now? Like her
Yes,
entire
I know.
body changed. She was like a bit okay. Don't get me wrong. She was in a perfect shape, but she was a bit skinny. But now she's built. She's built.
And she gave up wrestling. So
Yeah. But look at Tori Wilson. Tori Wilson. I can't believe that was Tori Wilson.
looks great.
I know. Michelle looks okay. No disrespect to Undertaker.
Even Trish Stratus looks better in this age than she was in her competitive days. Remember the time she was feuding with Stephanie McMahon? She looks short.
She looked a bit fat, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
now-
yeah, of course. Here's the thing. What happens in WWE is like people like Vince and Kevin Dunn, they just tell the people, you need to lose some weight. You need to gain some weight. Why? Okay, remember when Big Show first came? He had like such a flexible physique. Actually, like he used to jump on top of the rope. He used to jump on top of the rope, not like walk on them. He used to jump. He was that flexible. But
You
then,
remember after he switched from WCW to WWE, they sent him to the developmental for his health and weight issues for some time.
here's the thing. He did not have any weight issues. Here's the thing. Vince wanted him to gain some weight. Okay? He was not 500 pounds. He was not that. He was much how do I say this? He was so much fitter than he is right
He
now.
was a big dude, but he was agile.
He was flexible. Yeah, exactly. Like, but then they just told him, like, you need to gain some weight and fuck off, man.
I love the big guys who gain so much weight. Still, they perform high flying moves. We see that a lot in NJPW as well as in Samoa Joe.
Undertaker does those, high flying dive out of the ring. I'm like, how the hell is he doing this still?
He walks on the ropes, man.
Oh my god. I tried to do that once and I fell off and hurt my arm.
I mean, that move is still unbelievable to me because he's so tall, he's old.
How is he
didn't
like
get
walk
that kind of
exactly?
training as modern day wrestlers does.
How does he train now? He should lose his balance on the spot, but no, he's still there.
He's still there, man.
Ugh.
Okay, what did you miss in the show? I think the show was poorly executed. The planning was.
We have a lot to talk about, man. We have a lot to talk about. Let me just go back to the part where, the women legends were, coming out and stuff. I did not see Ivory. I did not see Victoria. And I did not see Lita. Where the fuck was Lita?
They could have brought Lita because most of the time I see her in the pre-shows for the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
She's available.
Yeah.
Invite people.
Seriously, where was Randy Orton, for fuck's sake?
How would it would Randy Orton. He was a major part of the Raw brand.
Dude, he was in Evolution.
He was a major part of Raw, and just because he's a SmackDown superstar doesn't constrain him to come to this show, right?
Yeah, Vince McMahon brought SmackDown general manager and the fucking commissioner. Why couldn't he bring... Exactly. New Day was there.
Who designs this show? They should go through some plans, right?
I think they did it on the spot like this. Oh.
I would have been so much happier if this was just a solicitation show with less number of matches because this is Raw 25. We don't get this every day. We didn't need some spots. I feel some spots really, really didn't matter. You could have saved this Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt for a pay-per-view, but no. Why do you want to build Matt Hardy and then lose him the first match that is on TV? I know he won a live show match, but this was on TV, dude. Within 5 minutes, if Matt loses, then what was the woken hype for?
Exactly. They should give him the creative control, He doesn't have that. He doesn't have the creative control over his character. I don't know. I would have loved to see some, Hardy's compound segment with, King Maxwell and Queen Rebecca and Senior Benjamin. But no. They're not going to let him do it.
Shouldn't have. I think that the team, the executive team, could have made him transform into Woken Matt Hardy after a brutal segment because he needs to be broken.
Yep.
A single loss with Elias or that doesn't really force him to change his overall gimmick. I felt that it needed a strong push for the story to build up.
Yeah, man.
And let's face it, Bray Wyatt versus Matt Hardy. Did you hear the commentary? The commentary was seriously like JR was telling that is Sister Abigail a real person? I mean, they did promos on that. Of course, it's a real person. It's him with face paints and all. They didn't know. They don't watch Raw anymore.
Yep, they clearly
That
don't.
I got from the commentary.
They were sleeping.
They were sleeping. They had nothing to do.
It was worse than we thought it was, you know? Like, a lot of people may say, Manhattan Center was bad, but no, it was worse. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler sleeping is not a nice thing. It's a very bad thing.
We were watching it from TV. Now, they could switch from Manhattan to Barclays. We wouldn't feel a thing. We had the show to ourselves, but the people who bought tickets, I feel really sorry for them because, as we know, Manhattan Center doesn't have a Titantron.
Wait, you know there was actually a screen, you know? There was a screen in the stage area, not the entrance. You go to the entrance, then it's towards the right actually.
Okay.
Then there was like a huge screen, so people who were like directly on the.
You pay and watch a TV.
Huh?
So basically, you pay to visit the Manhattan Center and you watch a TV.
Yeah, dude, that's so retarded.
Most American way to do things. It would have been okay. Let's talk about something unique. Let's just the segments that happened yesterday. Just try to make it better by adding some elements or giving in your own opinions. The first one, here it goes. I think the segment that Mark Henry and the Godfather had, D'Lo Brown would have been a great asset to that segment.
D'Lo Brown and The Rock. Nation of Domination reunion.
Revival, jobbing to
Balor Club and DX.
I don't mind jobbing to Balor Club and DX, but I mind Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, to dominate them and bully them. I mean, he is so old, he couldn't even walk. He is old. I mean, his time is over. He is stretching his career. So is X-Pac. X-Pac has never been a good wrestler. All he does is stupid moonsaults.
Well, you know, I actually loved one thing about that thing. The whole DX thing, you know? Triple H spoke about the ninth wonder of the world, China.
Yeah, man, I lost my mind. I didn't expect that.
I mean, that was amazing. I love Hunter Hearst Helmsley for actually doing that. I mean, I know Vince McMahon won't do that, but
why wouldn't you do this when she was alive? For once.
It's sad. It's really sad. I think.
But,
oh, dude! I just realized one thing.
yes.
Stephanie was not in Manhattan Center, right? She was in Barclays.
No, she wasn't. So
Oh my-
Hunter was crying over his ex. Oh God.
I just realized that.
Illuminati.
Oh my god. But hey, I just loved when he did that. She deserved it. She deserved the whole mention. I think she deserved to come out with, the DX in Raw 1000 as well.
That's what I said. When she was alive, we wouldn't mention her. And if Pac is an asshole. For whatever I mean, Triple H already betrayed her, but then again, he did this exact kind of the same thing.
Yeah, and he's in Hall of Fame now.
X-Pac is a shitty wrestler. I think 1, 2, 3 Kid was way better.
Way better, way better. X-Pac is an asshole.
Of course.
Even in WCW, Six, he was amazing. Six, he was like, okay, Sean Waltman actually joined the NWO, and he became his name was SYXX6. In TNA, his name was Six Pac.
Oh my god. I feel sad. Now let's talk about China for a second. I feel sad that a wrestler, she was the ninth wonder of the world. And
The first person to, win the Intercontinental Championship. First woman wrestler to win the Intercontinental Championship, to become a part of Royal freaking Rumble.
Yup. And eliminating.
A lot of guys, actually.
She eliminated someone, anyways.
Yeah.
So the point is, from there she went to the porn industry to just carry on her lifestyle. That is sad. And what was X-Pac doing in porn industry anyway?
He was with China. They filmed an episode called One Night in China.
I know.
And it was like disgusting as hell.
I know, but seriously, I don't get what X-Pac dude is up to in his life. And for a long time, I didn't know that X-Pac was 123 kid. For a long time, I thought that X-Pac was a major asshole to be somebody as good as the 123 kid.
Huh. Well,
So
guess what? DX will change you. Yeah. I mean,
So,
tell me 5 reasons. I was heartbroken. Yes. Give me 5 reasons to hate the revival. Just because Cody Rhodes says fuck the revival? Hell no.
No, man. This dude deserves respect. At times, I too agree with Cody because it seems funny. And the logic he gives is okay, but Revival as a tag team in WWE, they are one of the top people in the tag team division. No doubt about that.
Of course, man. I love those dudes. They don't give a fuck. They mentioned professional wrestler last week on Raw. And so Vince decided to punish them.
Superstar.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Vince has a major fetish for the word superstar. He doesn't want pro wrestler.
So, now, despite being wrestling fans, we need to address a serious issue that we talked about in the start of our podcast about Enzo Amore. Now, this thing, the allegations that surface up from time to time now against Cedric Alexander, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, these things need to stop, man. Because as wrestling fans, we feel so much disappointed because these guys, whatever they do, these people, despite being fictitious, are our heroes, right?
Yeah. Especially Jimmy.
Yeah, man.
The
That
mo-
was messed up.
Yeah. And even Chris Benoit.
The legacy that Benoit built up is barely even acknowledged at this point because of that one night. Whatever happens, I know our wrestlers' life is tough. They have to drive. They have to be 300 days away from their home. But despite all of this, I think that the people who does this kind of stuff are really messed up, and we shouldn't at all support or speak in favor of them, because whatever Enzo did, I think that personally he could do that because he is ignorant and arrogant.
He's
At
an
the same
asshole,
time,
to be honest.
I told you, remember, he doesn't change his signature. There's a window of operation between being funny, being savage, and being a a good person, right?
There is a line. You don't cross that.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So whatever that was disappointing as hell. Of course, he will be stripped. He is already stripped of the title.
Yep, he is.
And to some extent, I think the Cruiserweight Championship is cursed.
Yep. Adrian is gone. Who else?
Who won the titles? The first one was TJ Perkins. He was out with injury for quite a long time, and he has lost his charm first.
Yeah.
Deep nose from a GTS, which seemed a lame finisher. I mean, the normal GTS seems lame.
Yep.
I don't think the GTS or the kill switch of Christian, those are great moves because they seem pretty much lame. Because kill switch, you can reverse it at any time, bro.
True.
And the GTS could have been done safely because most of the time I saw CM Punk do that. It was so lame and so it was fun to watch. It was a glamorous move, but then again it was very safe. And Brian Kendrick broke his nose. The third champion Neville out of the company. Enzo out of the company.
Forever.
And Enzo's challenger was supposed to be Cedric Alexander, and he also. I mean, God, half of the roster is God with allegations.
Yeah.
And unsatisfaction.
TJP is back, right?
Yeah, but I don't know for how long. I mean, that show is cursed, man. Nobody stays for long. Next is Goldust.
The purple. Oh, Goldust. The purple color is. I think it is cursed. You shouldn't have that. Look at what happened to Undertaker.
Man, let me ask you a hypothetical question. If you win, like a big sum of money, what would you do?
Help.
Option A. I'm giving you the option. This is just a fun question.
Okay.
Option A. You would start your own wrestling promotion.
Option B.
Option B. You would invest that money into going to any destination of your choice. I'll give you only 3 options, okay?
Okay.
And the third option, you will give that money to Goldust to do his breast implants, what he planned to do earlier.
Wait, what? What? I've never heard of that. I've never.
I mean, Goldust asked Vince McMahon to give him some money and he would get original breast implants.
Are you fucking serious?
I am.
Holy.
This happened like some years ago. And Vince didn't want that.
Oh my god.
He was so. I mean, he was so crazy. Remember the time when he was a sex slave in WCW?
Oh. Yeah. Oh my god. Don't remind me of those days, man.
Oh man. And that TNA gimmick. Oh.
What was his name again? Yeah, Black Rain, right.
Oh.
That was retarded.
That was my favorite gimmick from. I mean, one person. Okay, Goldust really auctioned his tracks from TNA one day, and a person made fun of it, and he got blocked on Twitter.
Are you serious?
Whoever mentions Black Rain gets blocked on Twitter from Dustin Rhodes.
Wow.
You can try
it. Nah, man. I respect this guy, I swear.
No, I'm telling you, you just, the first thing you do after closing your computer, closing this podcast is go on, search for this Goldust breast, whatever I'm talking about, breast implants. He told Vince McMahon that if you give me $1 million or I don't remember exactly the money, but if you give me, I will get original breast implants and I will act as a fag.
Why is he doing this? Why does he do
this? He's crazy, man. He's beyond saving.
Oh my god. Like...
That is crazy for gimmicks.
He was amazing when he was, teaming up with Booker T and all, but
Look at his half brother. Where is he at? He got the Stardust gimmick, he shoved it up to WWE's face, and he went to the independent circuit to become the American Nightmare.
And now he's successful as hell.
But this dude will never do that. He will go to mixed match challenges, the stupid gimmicks, all that. I feel sad because this dude has, kept himself in the wrestling quicksand and he can't escape his own fate. He loves it, I think.
I think he loves it, yeah.
So, on an ending note, you want to say something and then...
What about the match? Not the match, but the whole thing with Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, and Kane.
Kurt Angle brought shit-ass, lame old people to stop Braun Strowman.
But it was only the SmackDown stars who did that.
My God.
No, seriously. Like, he brought JBL, he brought Eric Bischoff and all.
Kane seemed high. He got a clothesline buzz. Done for the night.
Yeah, what the hell is up with him?
I don't know why Kane is even in this match. I know Brock and Kane didn't have any matches prior to this, but that doesn't make Kane strong, right?
Nope. Not at all.
They are trying to say that these two never faced inside a square circle, so we don't know the probability of him succeeding. So, but Kane's time is over. Kane was underappreciated for a long time. I know he was a top guy in Attitude Era, but still I feel that the thing he has done for the company is still underappreciated.
I feel that too. Like, we love Kane, okay? Kane was my favorite wrestler in the Ruthless Aggression era. Not Undertaker, but it was Kane. I swear to God, him, Hurricane, Rob Van Dam, whoever he teamed with, JBL, I swear.
Also with Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah. Team Hell no.
Kane was a great tag team performer with Undertaker, Hurricane. Rob Van Dam was the best tag team partner he ever got. I felt that.
Yep. Him and... Oh my god, I forgot to tell. Like, that segment where they were introducing all the female wrestlers. Terry Runnels came. Terry Runnels, Goldust's ex-wife. I mean, Terry looked amazing.
Fucking 205 Live.
Yeah. But hey, Terry looked amazing.
I was so happy that that segment had two pregnant mothers. That was great.
Maria and Brie.
Brie was already a mother.
Oh yeah, Maurice. Oh my God, yeah, Maurice was there. I forgot. Yeah. Wow.
Maurice is also a performer who is underappreciated.
Yeah. I mean,
a lot.
What do you think? Like after? No. That's a big no. I was thinking like after she's done giving birth to her son, at least after like a few years, she might start wrestling again. Who knows?
She's good as a manager, I think. She's better as a manager because
they had an amazing
She was in the WWE 2008-9. I think WWE changed a lot in the female division. Now the wrestlers, female wrestlers are better, and Maurice would lack a bit of in-ring performance to compete toe-to-toe with them. I feel that.
I understand.
I think Lita or
where was Layla? Layla. You remember her?
And she's gone and she never comes back. Where is she? I don't know.
Didn't she return temporarily? Like I don't know when, but I think quite recently. I guess I don't know.
To be honest, I don't think any fans remember her because we do. We remember most of the people as possible.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone remembers Lekul. Um,
Leiku was funny as hell.
they had their prodigy Loki, right? Kaval in NXT season 2.
Yep.
And that dude wasted his title opportunity on the Intercontinental Championship. Oh my god. Oh my god. He had a title opportunity. Why not challenge the heavyweight champion? And he lost.
I know.
Oh my.
God, what can you say about these people?
EC3 was in NXT.
What? Are you what? Are you serious?
EC3 was under Daniel Bryan's training in EC3.
Oh yeah,
Do you remember
yeah.
seasons
Derek
they
Bateman.
had, Miz was Daniel Bryan's coach. Those segments. They had competitions, stupid competitions. And NXT was a lame ass show back then. They had good guys though.
Yeah. Well, what can you say?
So, whom are you think that who will win this Royal Rumble?
I don't know, man. I think Shinsuke should win the match. Shinsuke Nakamura should win. Either him or Finn Balor or...
You saw today's SmackDown live, right?
Yep.
What
RKO.
is the point of Randy Orton exactly?
He was not in Raw 25, so he just came on SmackDown.
No, he came and he RKO'd Shinsuke Nakamura, who he has been teaming up with for the past few months.
Well, in Royal Rumble, it's every man for himself.
But why do you need to RKO him before a week before that? I don't get the logic.
To make a point, I guess.
The SmackDown show is, I mean, as hyped that it was at a point when it started, SmackDown Live. Now it is just Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, AJ Styles making the whole card. I feel like that.
Yeah.
And Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan.
And Shinsuke...
Each week in more shit.
Yeah. And Nakamura and Randy Orton for the past 3 weeks, they have been in the pre-show.
No sign of Dolph yet.
Nope. What if he comes back in Royal Rumble?
I think he will be the 30th entrant. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Because the only hyped entrances for the 38th spot was John Cena in Madison Square Garden
Yeah.
against Triple H. Then Edge against Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Apart from those two, I don't think the 38th spot has been... and both of them won. So I think if Dolph comes out at 30th position, maybe he will win the Rumble. And if he becomes a champion, I don't think it will be a small win.
Yeah.
And WWE also needs a guy to remain as the longest reigning WWE champion in either of the shows to just eliminate CM Punk from the record books.
Yep. They will.
So that placeholder, I think that Brock has almost made. Almost is going to make a year. 8 months or 9 months has already been over. So I think he has come a long way, right?
Well, hell yeah.
Because if they change the title now, then again they should start from zero. I think Brock is going to stay as champion in WrestleMania as well. That would make Raw boring for sure, but this CM Punk chants in every arena is getting irritated
True.
by so many, right?
Yep.
Even in India, they couldn't stop the CM Punk chants.
Oh,
And
are
Triple
you
H really
serious?
was amazing to see. No, I mean, seriously, 2-3 chants. I went there as a wrestling fan, okay, but I didn't expect the response from Indian people. I didn't think that they knew wrestling enough to give good chants, but the chants were dark, man. Because when Triple H came out, when the match started, they chanted CM Punk, and Triple H looked at the crowd. It was okay. It was still okay. Triple H was blown away, but it was still okay for me. But then they started China chants, and I was like, what the hell is happening here?
Oh my
Triple
god.
H is fighting in the ring, and you are chanting for China. These people are hardcore fans. These Indians are lethal Indians.
I mean, okay, WWE live in uh, India, the whole
Yeah.
audience, I mean, they were amazing, way better than the Raw or SmackDown audience that we have these days. Like, Indian fans are like, whoa. They even spoke along with Enzo Amore.
Holy shit. I really underestimated the crowd.
Me too. Me too.
And I can't imagine what these people will do in the next year, because they're tearing the wrestlers apart. Jason Jordan was not given any kind of scope. I mean, he was booed. He was given aggressive chants against him. I felt bad for the group. I felt bad for certain wrestlers, because I think now I believe that if you are hosting a show in India, the wrestler doesn't expect that you would know each and every one of them. And I also don't think that Indians get so much invested in wrestling. But this year, I think a lot of people are coming out, and they are taking pride in being wrestling fans.
Yep.
So that's a sign.
Well, that's what happens when you have the WWE network.
Yes, man. I mean, good stuff, because we need more people like us. Otherwise, we would be segregated. You know, I feel proud to be a wrestling fan.
Me too.
Still now.
Me
I'll
too.
never give up.
What about those people who say wrestling is fake?
I know it's fake. So is your movies and series, but
Yeah, so is Avengers.
yeah. So the point is getting entertained. And look, I told my father that okay, my father says this kind of things to me, because when will you grow up? I said that it's like any other sport, and I made him sit and watch TJ Perkins versus Grand Metalik, the final of CWC. That
And
match was insane, and he saw that, and he appreciated the athleticism. I told him that it's all about that, weaving something beautiful inside the ring and telling a story. That's what wrestling is. That's what we watch out for. We don't want to people killing each other in the ring. That wouldn't satisfy us. We are not blood hungry.
exactly.
We just love sport as a sport. We don't appreciate what Enzo does outside the ring. But certainly if he comes out and gives a great promo, as a wrestler, I would respect that.
Yeah. Of
That's the
course. Man.
I am never proud wrestling fan when something like Enzo Page's incident or Hulk Hogan's sex tape scandals happen, because those are the drawbacks of wrestling.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's a great to be proud of.
True. True thing. Well.
Let's end this, because it's been a long ass podcast tonight.
Yeah. So, thank you everyone for joining us on our podcast. I hope you loved it. I hope you loved our Raw 25 review. We'll see you in episode 4 where we talk about Royal Rumble. So this was Akash Roy.
Goodbye, Rangan.
And good
See you
night.
soon.
and good night.